Imagine a weapon so feared that enemies believed their shields were useless against it. This was the Roman Gladius, the sword that built an empire. Short, sharp, and deadly efficient, the Gladius was unlike the long blades of other warriors. It was compact, perfect for close combat. At just around 2 feet long, it was small enough to wield in tight formation, but powerful enough to decide the fate of battles. Roman soldiers carried the Gladius on their right side, ready to draw it instantly when the clash of shields began. Unlike decorative swords of kings or ceremonial blades, the Gladius was a workhorse. Every inch was engineered for war. Its double-edged blade meant it could slash, but its true strength was in the thrust, precise, direct, unstoppable. Ancient historians wrote that enemies were shocked by its efficiency. A single strike could make even the strongest shield feel vulnerable. And when used in formation, the Gladius became even more terrifying. Imagine a wall of shields, and behind them, hundreds of swords, striking in perfect unison. Roman tactics weren't about wild swinging. They were about discipline, timing, and the relentless rhythm of the Gladius. Shields clashed, spears broke, and then the Gladius took over, turning close combat into a Roman advantage. Lightweight but strong, it allowed soldiers to fight for hours without tiring, outlasting their opponents. The blade's design evolved over centuries, from the Gladius Hispaniensis to the Mainz and Pompeii types, each sharpening Rome's edge in battle. Crafted from hardened iron and later steel, the Gladius wasn't just a weapon. It was a symbol of Roman dominance. While others relied on brute force, the Romans relied on precision. Their sword was not the biggest, but it was the smartest. In training, soldiers drilled endlessly, practicing thrusts until every motion was instinct. In battle, that discipline paid off. Even against larger weapons, the Gladius triumphed. Its size made it faster, more agile, and perfect for breaking through defenses. Roman shield formations like the testudo, the tortoise, were nearly impenetrable, and from within that wall, the Gladius struck with devastating accuracy. Legions carrying the Gladius marched across continents, from the deserts of Africa to the forests of Germania. Every conquest, every victory, was written not only by Roman strategy, but by the blade in every soldier's hand. Over time, enemies came to dread the sight of the Gladius. To them, it wasn't just a sword, it was a symbol of Roman power. And though centuries have passed, its legend remains. Museums today still hold blades that once shaped the ancient world. So was it truly the sword that could cut through shields? In a way, yes. Not by splitting them apart, but by breaking the will of those who carried them. If you want more stories of ancient weapons and lost technologies, subscribe and join me on the next journey into history.